I'm just fine. Citron Capital is just fine. Covered the majority of the short in the 90s, at a loss 100%, have a small manageable position, and I'll let it go. Hi, this is Andrew Left at Citron Research. Around 6 days ago, I did a video explaining 5 reasons why I thought GameStop would go from 40 all the way back to 20. And I had no idea what that would set off. So the reason I'm doing this video is because I cannot answer one more phone call. How are you? Are you okay? Are you in business? What about GameStop? Should I short it here? People I have not spoken to in 20, 30 years. This has captured the attention of the America and every trader and non-trader alike. So first, let's answer this question. I'm just fine. Citron Capital is just fine. Covered the majority of the short in the 90s, at a loss 100%, have a small manageable position, and I'll let it go. For those who don't have for those with a short memory, you might remember Tilray a few years ago. I learned from Tilray. It was a killer. I saw where it went all the way in the mid 200s, and it settled all the way back down. I think now it's 17 or 19, but it went all the way to $6. I expect the same thing from GameStop, but I have respect for the market. Second, and this is very important, I also have respect for the people on the Wall Street bets and on the Reddit message boards. Before there was Reddit, before there was memes, before there was Instagram, and yes, before there was even Facebook, there was Citron Research. We were the voice of the individual investor against the institution. I took the lawsuits. I went to court. I took the questions to lay the foundation. So obviously I support any opposing opinions. But what I never did was I never got personal, I never got nasty, and I never threatened a corporate executive, their family, or any shareholders. It was always business. Now, I have to say, since I've actually mentioned that, there's been a fair amount of GameStop shareholders who've come out and supported me and said, hey, we don't agree with any of the behaviors done by those others. But it just had to get put out there. So where do we go in the future? For those who've paid attention, last year Citron Capital had a wonderful year. We expect to have a good year again this year. The reason why we have respect for the markets. Last year we had some great long calls with GME, with Schrodinger, with Sonos, stocks that were off the radar that went up 200-300% that we gave to our readers. And we have to be judicious about the short book. Even though we have been called boomers many times over the past week, we understand the changing dynamics in the market. So with that, we'll become more judicious when it comes to shorting stocks. Doesn't mean the industry is dead, but it just means you have to be more specific. As for longs, we have some great ideas in the future that we look forward to present to our readers that we think are 4 and 5 backers. And the last piece of advice, and I was questioning whether to say this or not, but I have to, because me being an individual investor, a successful one for over 25 years, have to give this piece of advice to the Reddit people who are watching. When you make your profits, make sure you put some away for the IRS. That money's not all your money, but at the end of the year, you do owe tax money. And I've seen many an individual trader let that money roll, and maybe hit a bad cold spot come April and put them in a tough situation. That's just a piece of advice from someone with experience. So with that, cautious investing to all. We move on. Nothing has changed with GameStop except the stock price. Certainly interesting times. And we look forward to talking to you in the future. Cautious investing. Bye, everybody.
想緊貼更多理財、投資同生活嘅資訊，就繼續留意我哋唔同嘅平台。記得訂閱我哋 YouTube Channel 同埋撳埋個鐘仔。